Tanisha, when you're ready, I think we're ready.
All right. We will start off with Mike Trudell.
Hey LeBron, if you take out that big run Houston made in the fourth when you guys were up, what did you guys figure out about the small unit defensively that was going to limit Houston like it has last game with Marquis 5 and again up until the fourth today?
Well, first of all, I want to hit on that last part. Obviously, we got to be better. We got to close out games the right way. We get a big lead. We got to be able to, continue to defend and continue to put the pressure on their defense and not allow them to get back into the game like we did. We started to give up, some threes. We started to give up, some fouls in the backcourt when we were in the penalty, and allowing them to score without the time running. So we'll be better. We'll watch film. We'll be better. But to get to your point, being able to have the luxury of being able to start Keith at the 5 and having that versatility, having more speed out on the floor, allowed us to stay home a lot on their three-point shooters, and for the majority of the game. And so it worked very well for us.
LeBron, what stood out the most to you about the players around you and AD? Name any one guy you want that's tonight, whether it was Caruso or Rondo. What are the things that these guys have embraced about how you guys want to play as a team to support you?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's still a learning experience for some of our guys. This is AC's first playoff run. This is Kuz's first playoff run. Obviously, we got Rook in the game today, and he was huge in his first stint in the postseason. And we want to continue to grow every single day. And I thought AC grew today. Today was game 4. We played 5, so this was AC's 9th playoff game, and he's grown ever since the first playoff game to today. Doe was, consistent as he's been in this series, and then like you said, Kuz had some good minutes, but I thought Rook was really good tonight. Coming off and giving us some huge minutes when Keith got fouls, got a little foul trouble. He came in and gave us some great minutes. So, it's still a learning experience for some of our guys, but everyone works off of me and AD, and we just try to put them in position to be successful, and they also do the same with us.
Hey, LeBron, it's Dave. Did you feel like tonight, between the jawing from the benches to some of the players on the court, the dual technicals for AD and Russell, and just the general demeanor, that this series kind of is ramping up, or tonight ramped up a little bit in chippiness, intensity, and anything like that?
No, it's just playoff basketball.
Fair enough.
Okay, Dan?
It seemed like especially in this first quarter, you guys had a sweet spot where you guys were also focused on the game plan, but were still really close. Do you feel that?
Still playing through.
Playing really loose.
Oh, yeah.
Seemed like it was pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, through the first, I would say 43. Probably about 43 minutes, 42 and a half minutes, we had our game plan, and we executed that. And for the majority, if you're going to execute your game plan for that long, for consistent minutes, you're going to come out victorious. But we want to strive for something better than that. We want to work the game plan for 48 minutes, and we'll do a better job of that. And like I said, we're still a team that's, we're still a team that's growing as well. I mean, like I said, we got some guys that's not been a part of the postseason. This is our first run together in the postseason. This is only our 9th game together in the postseason. So we'll get better with that. But I thought today we had a great game plan, and and everybody tried to execute it as much as we could.
Taylor?
I think the most important is how we can grow from each game to the next. There's always ways that you can get better from game to game, no matter how well you play or how bad that you play. And you have the off days like tomorrow where you watch the film collectively as a group. We see, where we were good, we see where we're not so good, and where we were bad, and how we can get better from that. I think having that growth mindset, being able to learn and grow from the wins is just probably is even more important than learning from the losses. So I think that's just huge for us, especially like a day like tomorrow.
Jeff?
Frank was pointing out pregame that your small lineup is still pretty sizable. When you guys rebound like you did tonight, what are some of the things that allows you to do and take advantage of?
Yeah, I don't look at it as a small lineup because we still got AD at 6'11", you got Keith at 6'10", I'm 6'9", Danny 6'7", KCP is 6'6.5", 6'7". We're all, have this wingspan, and we play hard. So, when you have that type of length and you have that type of athleticism, throughout 5 guys. It definitely helps. Clean glass, defend, be able to rotate, be able to be in communication where if something breaks down, you have guys that can fly around and help as well. So it's a good lineup for us.
How good?
Specific to how defense have really taking shots in the first half of the game. What did these going so well about that? Where's the biggest timing? Is it placement?
For
Regarding James Harden.
James is probably one of the best offensive players that we've ever seen in this league, and you can. I mean, he had 20 free throw attempts, and we're trying to not put him to the free throw line. One of our game plans is not put him to the free throw line, and we're trying to not put him to the free throw line. And the guy is just so clever that he still was able to get 20 free throw attempts. So we're just trying to limit anything that we can from him because he can score from, he gets to the paint with his runners, with his floaters. Obviously, he has a step back. He has the threes in transition. He has his catch and shoot threes when he's off the ball, and he's very, like I said, he's very tricky with his moves in the paint where he gets to the free throw line. So we're just trying to take away some things. We can't take away everything because that's how great he is offensively, but we try to follow the game plan and see what happens from there.
I think we just have a couple more. Tanisha has one on her end.
Yes, Brad Turner.
How you doing, LeBron?
What's up, Brad? What we sipping on tonight?
Got some red, brother.
All right, I like it.
Thank you for that. What about you?
We're going to have some red too, for sure.
All right. Alex said that you guys have been working on that corner 3 all year long. What does it do to his confidence to know you have that kind of faith in him at a moment like that when you guys are on the up 5?
I think it's, I don't even know if you can explain it. The fact that we have so much confidence in AC, a guy that, played a lot of his time, in the G League, before, pretty much before this year. I mean, last year he got caught up a couple times, but, a lot of his majority of the time was in the G League. And for him now to be in this position, be on this platform where he's playing meaningful, big-time minutes in the postseason for a team that's, compete for a championship, I think his confidence is growing and growing and growing. It's a guy that we know that we can count on, doesn't make many mistakes out on the floor, and just plays winning basketball. That's just who he is. So, to have him in the crunch time, I didn't have 1 second guess if I was going to hit him in that corner when I seen that he had a little bit of space. And he knows that I have the confidence in him to knock it down, and he shot it and made it. So it wasn't a surprise to any of us.
Thank you.
Yep. No, for sure.
And last question, Cassidy.
Ron, obviously Rondo is very vocal out there. He's getting more in a rhythm as a vocal leader. How do you guys mesh you, Frank, Rondo as vocal leaders out there?
Well, you can't have too many, especially in the postseason. You can't have too many vocal leaders. Guys that can, like I said after the last game, guys that can do things on the fly. And to be able to have a guy like Rondo and myself and then coach at the helm, being able to kind of have these minds within the game, it works well for our team. And we know what Doe is capable of, both as a player but also as a mind. And I know the guys know what I'm capable of as well. And we know what coach is capable of. So to be able to have that sense of calm, not only on the floor, but when one of us on the bench, and then when you go into the game, you walking past coach and know he has that sense of calm too. It's great for our ball club, and hopefully we can just